That's why the need for us to budget. Now, a budget is nothing more than a plan of saving and spending money. That is a budget. It's no more than a plan. And to me say you have a car, now my chiro, okay, make your rent say, me transport here say, ya can see. First, my say, oh, me tight here say, me offer here say, me send this kakra magana and say, oh, we, and now me this kakra best see kakra if you 20 pounds be, and this will be hand or Ghana, who's a Ghana for the head, give you ever frail. And to more how not 20 pounds, we said that is the ever for Ghana. But there are certain ones who me allocate this camera, me allocate it to Ghana, and that man to the Ebeba or the Empower, me plan is a means any money to Ghana. So we also have to be more disciplined in our finances. So that's why they need to budget. Okay. Now, this afternoon we want to give a complete picture of our planning. Now, budget will give me a complete picture of your financial situation. Make you more cautious in your spending. No wasting of money on non-essential things. Avoiding debt or shortages. Allowing you to have a debt-free future. Giving peace of mind and happy life. Giving you opportunity to support God's work. Anything I hear budget, who say you will bring you budget here, and you very a tight offering your bread. Because you're dream what you sorry, oh, and you harvest, but who can you? And he say about who say fashion. So we need to budget and we need to plan. Now I'll show you a picture. So these are the steps that we need to take. The complete picture, these are the steps we need to take. Now first of all, how much by the end of the month. Then you find out what are my expenses and how much will I spend on each item. Then you balance it. I'm not saying you need to be an accountant. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying me income about 5,000. Me rent 8,200. Me back Nyama ever pay with a now I should say a biaka and now a big guy. So that's the essence. Now, this is a complete picture of the air coming. God said, we can move our house. Who your budget one? Who draw on a piece of paper? That I also have very tea account. One tea account, tea account. Yes, tea account. Now I are yellow. I are on nurses. And the debit side, sky, yes, when the right side is car, and the show, you go on nature, and I don't know balance. And so this one is more of a tea account. And the can say, dear now we have. Dear yes, when now we have. And the dear what is income? Now I throw. And who is there? Now one shot of sky air any sky airport. Then what you do is in your plan, we can move ever one shot of expenditure and use my label red and blue. Now mark a clear picture of your state. A clear picture of your state. So what you do is you are not going to compare and say, me and me have a Juma and him and you. You bebre wa you want to and you bebre wa Juma more than one. And on the spreadsheet, you have your fees income. If your fees income, 2,000 a month. Then you have your additional income. And who you lose back. So you have your fees income, you have your additional income. So what's your general? The fees income about 5,000. The additional income about then now I will pay. Now I will offering. Then your expenses, yes, you are only giving a clear picture of your finances. You can't say for your accounting. No, you can't, sir. What I'm saying is give a clear picture of your accounting or of scanner airbank, any scanner airport. Okay. The chronicle. says, come back out. But remember, beware that you don't forget the Lord you. And say, Unya will seek an income. But the obey first, will offering any time. That is God's principle. Obi Sam said, so Nyamipa, has he got the right? Say, Obi Sam say, absolutely. Nyami has the right. Obi Sam say, bring me the tithe into the storehouse. God has the right. How do you see? If you see, Nyami see, and no be friend, you're gonna see, like that call off. How can I like to call off? Because beginning of the month, who afraid? And but who recording you are? Who recording? What I'm saying is, you need to plan. Maybe someone said, because beginning of the month, who pray? And who see better light, better way. And I want to light in the middle of the month, who see you like that? It shouldn't be. Because planning the year, when you say every month, who use 600 Ghana cedi worth of light. Now after 20, not after 20 cities, not after 20 cities. And you say they are bus operating. But when you say bus on a daily basis, people are deep. Say, put on 1 week. What is that? Yeah. And maybe I'm because say, why don't you buy it monthly? And the first time we hear British Transport Police, police in it, now we hear British Transport Police, you know. It's not saying that we calculate say, end of month, end of year, me calculate trains, I mean, funny now, ever cost me 1,600. But say me funny, kitty, every week and every month, it cost me about 4,000. So I went to the company, I'm catch up and said, oh, mommy low, transport low, because it's allowed, oh, mommy transport low. And on one discussion, when I thought 1 month, 1 year. Until within 1 year, you are transport, me call, me back. Who say, I thought they be out. Scabra, you never Kia transport, no say, who drive the air, you bow, me a minimum or you. But thought they be an air, you bow. Who get the perfume? Air, D. And it's one train here, no one and this is semi catcher. Me not from Peckham to New Cross, only New Cross, and I'm in because I'm in transport. So how do we show acknowledge to everything that God owns? Proverbs chapter 3 verse 9, scripture reading, or see, honor the Lord with your substance and with the first fruits of your labor. Malachi should bring all the tithes into the storehouse. And one thing I like about Malachi, maybe I mean there is a promise in Malachi 3. Maybe I won't share this. But sit down critically, not read. Second part, or see, I will rebuke the devourer. I will say, let me see, I'm going to rebuke that person. Let me see, I'm going to rebuke that. So when you are faithful, people will say, you will pray in the bowl, but we was catching you. Not because you're the same as human bowl, but identity. If that person has been faithful, and see, Yami Shirami. So I come back to a clear picture again. So first of all, I spoke about this is additional income. The next day we need to talk about the style of offering 10%, then an offering. This morning we distribute cards. People are not feeling the last part. People are not feeling the last part. So the last part they are agile. Most places are open. Nobody wants to commit to a percentage of offering. Nobody wants to. Nobody wants to commit to a percentage of offering. But let me say this. Put it try. Make it 5%. Let's start for 5%. Say, Gloria, next year move me back. And let's talk about the blessings that God has bestowed upon us by returning a 5% of offering. You tell me stories. But that's all we know anymore. I know one man be one man be or you have 10% of tithe, 20% of offering. the Lord has done for me. You don't even know. And you can try with 5%, try with 2%. Put your show. Don't buy Busu. Don't buy Busu. Naka check them say, every month, apart from 10%, which only the OC Yelpa brand, I'm also giving 5% as an offering. Next year, they will get dance here. And next time, person I saw no, don't misquote me. And yes, I am my dream walk around. But my dream walk, the blessings that will be bestowed upon us as individuals. So I'm talking about God's first tithe and offering percentage. Then you think about mission offering. This week not be mission offering. Let's think about mission offering. Mission offering, and he said, last night we share, yeah, sorry, account mission offering, a man report, mission offering, I thought we try man to try mission offering. Because we are in tears here. If we have the time today, I'll talk about plan giving and the benefits of plan giving. But mission offering. So, I will supply, you yourself, who can do. So we are why you take a way, offering a way, mission offering way. Then you think about your basic necessities. Last time we catch up. Say, I told you, oh, Nyami say, oh yes, Samamia, may you wear mouth. Oh yes, Samamia. So yeah, catch Nyami say, oh yeah, mammy and sana, may I mouth. But in this principle, Mami catch up play, it is wrong. Now there's a story in the Bible. Nipa no be da Nyame ase. E na o kan say Nyame me ntu kwan o. Say o de me back. Wasi dem. And the Lord bless the person. And he can say Nyame be bibia ma o. And say me ba be da Nyame ase. Put God to test. And you will see the wonders. And see your basic necessities, nyama o pese o to, then luxury things are also o pese o wan come. Then you think about your future plans. We draw your budget. You think about your future plans. Future plans. People say me die. People say then you think about. Me pass can see and two of that you can't be able to. You say this week. I was telling you about how to save. You know, yeah, you have low income. It's good. By the end of the year, 1 year 2,200, another 4 years, 1 year 2,400 plus 1,200, and see free money. Free money from the government. So on government website, free money. Say, I want to me save here. Would you try that package? Who said it will work? But you think about your things, your mortgage, rent, income tax, any salary. You are separating into so many categories. Now the team of our friend, if you friend, almost see, oh, your phone is due for upgrade. You see, yes, I know. I say, yeah, we have iPhone 17. I say, yes, I know iPhone 17. I say, oh, you have a good package. I say, oh, what is the package? Interesting package. We went to £75. Oh, okay. And I say, oh, so me iPhone 15, I say, I say, no, it's in good condition. And I said, why should I go in for it? Because I said, don't go for it too. But your phone is in good condition. If you are not a businessman, look at that phone too. What do you buy them? Look at the phones too. Who was the Ghana prayer? Oh, you are not a businessman. Who said we can cut some of the costs? Debris. Okay, let me run quickly. And see, my putting it into a box. The Lord's tithe first, then the plan 10% offering you decide. Then you think about your shelter because they want your renter, landlord will have home. And they think about it. Then think about the overshare. You think about it. You think about your utilities. Now dream your transportation, social life, birthdays. I thought if you are celebrating birthday, you thought you might have. You thought you might have. And so you also think about yourself. Think about anniversaries. Present, one at Christmas, no man will be present. If there's a woman with flowers, I mean, because flowers, we need to be a farmer, make it a flower. me flower. It's in flower. Then entertainment, once a while, work of a catra, because work, all work a little play. So, we can say, must have been now, the woman, the better say, the woman, man, read this week, the last is, it is not returning to the Lord is all that makes man poor. Withholding tends to poverty. Because why a chisel, and in the middle on to make shroud. But the Bible says, the liberal soul shall be made fat, and he who waters shall be watered also. And to be generous, not Namisu and shroud. So that's the first part. I thought the mistake I heard said. Before you go for shopping, make a list of the things you want to buy. I thought I make a list. You do test squad, you try any man. No plan. Last year, Costco. Yeah, for we are sure, but we are not sure. But that day, if you are doing man try, yet who are that's it. That's it. They are away. You just buy it. Oh, when you are you, what's your answer? Yet who fear? Well, I told we have 2 packs of beer. Meanwhile, I have one pack. We could have used the money to buy other things. But because we didn't have the list, say she did you a Ghana. You're listing and we buy it according to our list. But it's price, okay. Do not buy things that are not on your list. That's the advice I will give you. Do not buy things that are not on your list. Because who if you what by the said you can't spend £100, you can't spend £50. But I thought they are so to test you and not buy one get one free that buy a shoe. And we say I'm gonna say I asked some Mr. COVID professor says so called a man fear. Who share who was doing a plate, you know, any cheese, you know, baby, wow. Any tuma. Any tuma. But you are say I thought but you are now I will do shop no matter what you do. And so I say and I always tell people who say credit card money and tell you spend and you don't pay. But so you do that cash when you say £200 and you come now go to that credit card I say who tap who and you would who tap who do another who do another who are kids. But I say we can oh there's one and you do to another money. But credit card who can't show be a answer on you. Because I thought you know this kind of thing, and you would be also, and now, but I don't feel, oh, must pay 300. Oh, I can't see the person. So I always tell people, say, it's better for you to use cash rather than credit card. Use cash rather than credit card. Because card in there. I thought it means so, I mean, when you are going to share this level for that function, do not bring your children because all you also are. I feel like big sour house. That's how we talk to say. Yeah, look us for inside grab. Over to our pizza. Oh, let me join the queue. Let me join the queue. Omo akasa join the queue grab before you do your shopping. Let's see. Anyway, we are so. So what talk you ask yourself. Do I really need it? Do I really need it? I thought maybe I don't know, I yet need to. I want. I thought maybe I want. I yet need. Unya, ubetunya yusu. Unya suwa. But you I said, I need it. But I thought maybe I don't need it. I thought maybe I've bought the same thing before and I've used it. If you do not need where I've kept it. And you do no because we also make an impulse buying. Oh, we not for to you. Nah, what's what impulse buying. Let's say you're planning. That's why we are running this program. Said, well, yes, now yes, now. I thought we are because every much of baby na me do PlayStation na ma me drink the car once. Na who can we over who get na me so me give. So let's avoid every financial issue happening to us. I know when we have done all our budgeting, what happens to us? We're thinking about God first. And you advance the work of God. God first, you advance the work of God. And what happens? When you advance the work of God, God will fill your barns with plenty. God will make our presses best with new wines. God will open the windows of heaven and pour you a blessing that there may not be room enough to receive. God first. So yes, sir, you'll be able to sustain workers. God will be able to sustain them. Let me go this. Say we should imitate the ant. Say ant here in text here, Anna. Also, no, I won't be a costly kakra enti. Say time I will say, they are going to see on that. Let's imitate them. Let's value savings. So what am I talking about here? First part, pay off your debt with the smallest amount first. Look at that credit card, baby. Now, why you sue me now? It be a £5, 500. It be 1,000. It be 2,000. We present the catch yourself. So also got 2,000 first. I put to make. So start with the smallest first. Start with the 500 with the first. So you will one. Then you move on to the next. Then you move on to the next. Then you move on to the next. Cut back entertainment bills. Don't even know about you, but if you have our Netflix, our Disney Plus, YouTube, Amazon Prime, cut it off. Cut it off. And cool. Nigeria movies. So we are now done. Cut it off. But only say film because the Upo here. He is a woman with package one. He TV. It's a package on its own. Almost some kind of entertainment. And entertainment is a package on its own. Look at the boy, a £40. So the football come on. This is a Man United. No, now I will cry. Who supports Man United here?
Oh, good sisters.
Let's go at home and eat the leftovers. Who said, "Come my organ and you food to be in another one." You baby a organ, but me some of our colleagues two head early in the morning now, my commander are eating. I don't know what she now on this fresh one. But who's so down no on the south, not they are two good people. And who now what you want is over the people, but you can see me. But before Super Bowl, they over 75. Who said, let's cancel our magazines and our newspaper subscriptions. I told you that use the magazines we are reading. Or be a subscribing the Times and newspapers. But so go online. So we are cutting our down cost. Okay. Let me move. Now let me talk about retirement. Who want our retirement plan? No, there's a difference between insurance and retirement plan. Okay. So is he helping you? Yes. Yeah. Because you are planning for your future. Who who said, among the blacks, especially the Ghanaians, you will be brave. We don't, because you do know, and he says, you retire, you are a mangana. But who call mangana? It's kind of, you know, legal. So it's very important, say, we need to educate them, because meaning, who said the whites, by the age of 18, 19, 20, they've started planning for their future. And on himself, so who said, by the age of 45, 50, what break? And what did they do? They go on vacation. And don't say, oh, so who sit down? Now we saw why I want to find. I don't say, I do. Because on break, last World Cup, young girl from Scotland. Some young girl and young boy from Scotland. Almost service campaign, say, or would you go from Tottenham? That was their plan. Almost say, you go from Tottenham. Guys. And I walk up by. Almost the sun scanning now, and we got a ticket. So who got on World Cup? And they were interviewed on BBC. And I'm going to say, oh, so move back, I'm going to do my no hold their class. You want we're planning for the future. I thought if you are scam crying sweet. And now insurance, health insurance, say, when they want health insurance, you have, and now you have different types, sickness insurance, payment protection plans. You never be real. But within the Ghanaian culture, we've not educated ourselves. Because now, about 4 years ago, me back girl, on my bank finance. So I can say, oh, my dear. No. Okay, we got it. One of them say, hey, let's say life insurance. That's the yes, you may just get who said, Ghanaian, say, the way you can say, who is your insurance? Say, hey, who is our Kumi? Who is our Kumi? That's the first year by a team. Who is our Islam, woman drinks pension, insurance, and this money. Let's think about it. Answer, see why you open more, this and one direction. Direction. Because what's that? It doesn't begin as a 1 year to my WW. It begins when they stop. Retirement does not begin when you stop working. It begins with how you plan today. So one share and neck to plan now. Well said. What the 50 you to make a bill. In the meantime, also on this cow baby. And he said, Busia for who shows Anna, who crowd, Utia ye now, who a chisel, a crowd, who money back. No more. Yen visit to crowd. Yen visit. So you have to use this guy to prepare financially, physically, and spiritually. So what do? Start early. Say only retirement planner. Start early. So who fear section? Say what type of retirement planner may your mommy start early? And now join a work pension scheme be. Nipa you want to join pension scheme. What do you say? What do you say? Who said one issue happening within the Ghanaian society? Say even in our pension pot, we can use care. But what you say every year and every month, we got to have pension providers. Now, be some say Misika in a room, and they will send you a statement. Now, last week, Obi by Michena, you're born.
Like regarding the
work pension scheme now. I just realized something some months ago. With a private pension and the work one, only to make control from your side. That's an investment. Your low risk, your medium risk, and your high risk. So when you're in 40 year, you can do the high risk so that you can multiply it. It will get to 45 towards 50 now. Now have a medium risk, and from 50 now a low risk. It's the only question you must at the same time. But because you were able to do that modification, because for them as a company, they will go for the low risk investment for us. But you as an individual, your money can double up or like 1.5. Now if they want to serve a low risk, at one maintaining your hotel so the pensions. If not, at the court, you think only be that too. But in years, the is just about 10,000 pounds. The same 5 years or 6 years down the line, you'll be way above some amount. No, you don't pay more. They invest your money. They say you cannot lose your 200 dollars. If you are the low risk, and if you are over there, so baby said, Busumi Biam, £1 every bamboo. Over medium risk now, Busumi Biam, there 5 pounds. I say, I so sick and get me. But I am on a cross. In most cases, it doesn't even go. Then the high risk, how much was Busumi Biam, 20 pounds. It's the same money. But the risk was wrong. But when you say, because they have protected money, they know how to manage it and coming in. And it is the same amount, you don't really the 200 pounds. But also remember your 50 pounds, who want your 10 pounds because who are low risk. And you are not following your pensions, you are not looking at the details in it. And until the next so bit you have to go. But because you are telling them so be sick and put them want to go. About the aim, but we can go and I'm not going to ask and you that is how I want to be very financial.
And yes, that's not what we buy. No patient with PTP. You say, okay, what is scare woman? I say, oh, me scare woman. It's okay, we just sit down. My here. Then we call PTP. You are allowed to do that because you have a code saying you can do that. You're from. No, say every month we hear company release can do your account to know. But the company was not submitting the returns. And your friend, scan that baby, only baby and scan that. So we have to go back to the company to transfer the money to the appropriate place. You will be your pension, but you need baby and scan work. So all that I will say is, so if you want your pension, baby, there's our pension a company. Not from, not be someone said, Missika, I will the good thing is that, who bet my coconut said, may you be patient. My yippee, may last be, not be what you because ye let me hear the person here. But when I got your eyes and be not Minaska register, and to be and I'm really sure the members here. So you can withdraw and you can even increase it, as you are saying. I thought you had the air food plan said. If you were to more, say, almost a year pensioner, medium bill. But you will say, oh, your pension, it's tax deductible. And and I said, company, who just £7, sir. The company needs to match it up. And it's 7% to 7%. But we say, oh, me, your last be. Who recorded me? No, make a. But who force no matter? Yeah. Who force no matter? Me, baby, I'm prepare pay. So I do the pay, I do the management account, I do all the things. Papa be buy it. For see, oh, patient.